It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello, basketball fans. I'm Ernie Johnson, welcoming you to 2K Sports. I'm here with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. Tonight, we'll see the Los Angeles Lakers playing against the Orlando Magic. Checking out the Magic, they're off to a better start than last season, and that certainly bodes well. Always some changes from season to season, but they're going in the right direction. And tonight we'll be watching Nick Vukovich do his thing. Vuch, one of the better big men in the league at putting the ball on the floor and attacking the rim. Just how beneficial is that for a big man to have in their skill set, big man?
Well, first of all, anybody with a Vich in their last name is a heck of a player.
Why is that?
Stojakovic, Petrovic, and my favorite, O'Nealovich.
What about
anyway,
Maravich?
Oh, don't forget Maravich. Good job, Kenny. But this coach, he lets Vukovich play out on the high post more often, and he has a very quick first step. I love Vukovich.
Well, he creates a lot of mismatches because of the mid-range game that he has. For a big guy to get in that mid-range area, attacks the rim, he is tough to guard.
And that'll wrap it up as we take you courtside. That was awesome. Thanks for joining us.
Welcome, fans. Thanks for joining us for this Friday night edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. From the sideline, our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. Here in Orlando, it's interconference basketball as the Magic look to defend home court at the Amway Center. This, their first look at this year's Los Angeles squad. Home court advantage played a part in last year's season series. Each team took their home game in a 1-1 split.
Yeah, faced off twice last season, and it was a split between the two teams.
Well, you know, both of these teams know and understand when they face off, it's a very winnable game for either one of them.
And before we get going, let's catch up with David Aldridge, who had a chance to speak with head coach Luke Walton. Dave, what do you have to say?
Well, guys, when I asked him what impressed him the most about today's opponent, he immediately referred to the explosiveness on their offense. He said they have so many different ways to hurt you that it's impossible to take away everything. It's just about damage control. And he acknowledged they've got a big job to do defensively. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks so much, David. There is no shortage of athleticism in this one tonight, Clark. Both these teams just incredibly athletic on both ends of the floor.
Yeah, I agree with you there, partner. I mean, they cover so much ground, and they cover it quickly because of the length and speed they have as teams. I mean, excellent length on both sides of the ball in this one, and they play to their strengths, and that's length and athleticism.
So the Lakers win the tip. All right, let's set the floor, courtesy of Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. So the Lakers 5 right now. The lengthy pair of KCP and Ingram on the wing. Then it's Ball, then it's Brook Lopez, and it's Kuzma in at the power forward position. Los Angeles on D, defeated by the Wizards in their last game. They'll try to put that one behind them.
Yeah, that was more than just a tough loss. That was a complete embarrassment.
Yeah, the woodshed is what we call that. They annihilated them, simply had no answers for how to slow them down.
So the Orlando Magic able to put the first points up on the board. Caldwell Pope with it, and it's Gordon picking him up, and they will get the basket here, folks, as they rule goaltender. And the Lakers breathe a sigh of relief this summer, retaining their lottery pick that had a greater than 50-50 chance of falling to the 76ers.
And you know what, Kevin? That's a huge boost for the franchise drafting Lonzo Ball. They kept their pick, but that means they will lose their 2018 pick. No upside to losing games this season. They're going all in.
That free throw good from Caldwell Pope.
Yeah, much improved foul shooter. KCP also starting to get to the line at a higher rate.
The dish to Fournier. Picked by Vukovich. The 11-footer. The shot's good from Fournier. Fournier's got his second bucket tonight.
Really like to see Fournier go with the mid-range jump shot. This guy's a high percentage shooter, particularly from that spot on the floor.
Pass to Kuzma. Kicks it to Caldwell Pope. They set the pick. Shot clock at 6. It's deflected.
Great play by Ross. I mean, using that bouncing ability at the defensive end, love it.
Gordon kicks to Ross. Outside Gordon. Some nice ball movement by the Magic. Unloads from 9, and it's wide right. Hits off the rim.
You must make that one. Even with the defense present, these are shots you have to finish.
Payton outside. To the middle. Lopez with the steal. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. Magic lead by 1. The second quarter coming up right after this break, so don't go anywhere. And so far, it's been a closely contested game as we get the second quarter up and going. And what do you guys think about the Magic here so far in this one?
Listen, early on taking the league, I just like their approach offensively.
Yeah, I like it too. They're doing a great job working the ball around, staying aggressive, and capitalizing too.
Los Angeles on D. They trail by 1.
The worst bench in the league by net rating resided in Orlando with the Magic. It's hard enough to win without star talent, but if you're also thin on the bench, no chance.
We've got Hezonja. Bismack Biyombo is out there with Isaac. Then there's Elfrid Payton, and it's Simmons in at the 2-guard spot. That's who's out there for Orlando. And here is Los Angeles now. The Magic getting the bucket. And you look at the roster for Orlando, where do they go next, Clark? What's their biggest need?
Well, I mean, they've got a number of needs, but an elite scorer would certainly raise the level of this team, the ability to create something out of nothing. In other words, players that can make plays for themselves or others. Those are the kind of guys that, heck, everybody wants those kind of guys, Kevin, but the Magic certainly need players of that ilk.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. Roof shots.
The first free throw is good.
Well, you look at the Lakers as an organization, and we know historically one of the great sports organizations in any sport. The reputation, though, has been slipping a bit in recent years. The front office moves last season, bringing what they hope will be some stability and certainly a bit more prestige to the team.
And that one goes in, 2 from the line that time. And when you look at the Lakers' new front office, do you think it'll be an improvement?
Time will tell, Kevin. I think that's hard to predict. The pieces certainly lean towards success, but it's a hard job. Certainly there's more credibility now. I don't think there's any question about that.
Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Well, Kevin, the Orlando Magic do have a stacked front court. They've got plenty of size. Head coach Frank Vogel said, "In today's small ball NBA, we think we can beat the heck out of teams in the paint. But shooting has been a hindrance, and he conceded he might have to win some games, 68-65. Kevin?
Going against the grain, D.A. Thank you. Brewer, the pass to Clarkson. And no good, his first shot of the night, missing.
And that's the shot you want to create. They just can't get it to fall.
That's what I call an everything but. Good execution, just didn't knock it down. But you're right, they're happy with that shot.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Hart the pass to Clarkson. Picked by Randall. Back to Clarkson. Shoots the 3. Second chance shot. That's good, and the Orlando lead is cut down to 3 on the bucket from Randall.
Really getting after it. Randall beating up that offensive glass.
Here's Payton, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
Clearly a foul.
Yeah, he took a shot there, earned those free throws.
First trip to the line for him here. That's good from Payton.
The reason Payton has a promising future in this league is because he's a stat sheet stuffer. He does it all.
Second free throw, no good. Ball with it. And it's in. Oh, wow, he nails the buzzer beater.
And a huge three there to chop the lead down as we go into the break. Still anyone's game.
And we're through the first half of basketball here, and what's been a good one. Magic out in front. They lead by 1. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Kevin, thanks. Here with Elfrid Payton. Elfrid, great passing in the first half. How does that impact the offense when the ball is moving like we saw it?
Everybody's getting easy shots. It's much easier than contested shots, and guys are knocking it down.
Well, a really good first half, Elfrid. Thank you for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow right here on 2K Sports.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
We so hope you enjoyed our first half. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. This is the halftime report. It was a closely contested first quarter for Orlando. They were able to squeeze ahead by the end of the period with just a 1-point lead. The second quarter was dead even in terms of their scoring output from both teams, and they still find themselves in a good position at the half. What did you think, Kenny, about what we saw from the Magic?
Well, they showed a lot of discipline on offense, called some high percentage plays. Even when the defense devised different looks, they always seem to have the answer. That's good coaching.
Shaq, what was your takeaway on the Lakers?
Well, they're not matching up well defensively, giving up a lot of open looks, a lot of easy points. They're allowing a crazy high shooting percentage, 60% and up. Time to step it up quick.
And now, folks, just moments away from the start of the third quarter.
Welcome back, everyone. The second half about to get underway, and it's been a close one so far. For Orlando, they won their last contest, that game against New York.
Really an intimidating style of defense. I mean, they challenged everything at the rim, and that led them to victory.
Greg, they expended maximum energy, but it was well worth it. I mean, they earned that win with their defense.
Starting off the second half, here's Luke Walton's 5. Ball runs point with Kentavious Caldwell-Pope to his side. They're the backcourt. Then it's Brook Lopez. Then it's Ingram. And it's Kuzma in at the 4 slot. Here's Ingram for the lead. And Lopez with the nice bucket inside. Lopez has got the first bucket of the third here for the Lakers. Payton dishes to Fournier. Gordon kicks to Payton. Gordon a screen. Ross with a wide open look. That's in, coming off an assist from Payton.
And that's where Ross has been most efficient. Raining it off the catch. Love it.
Caldwell-Pope outside. Here's Ingram, and the Lakers tack on 2 more.
Excellent awareness there, zipping the ball over to the perfect spot to score it.
If they play it right, we're talking a 2-for-1.
Well, you're maximizing your possessions. That's the critical thing here, and they've got to make sure the timing is right there.
And they are going toe-to-toe here tonight, guys. This thing's like a heavyweight fight.
Yeah, these teams evenly matched, Greg, trading hits and refusing to give up any advantage.
Now here's Caldwell-Pope. He provides a good amount of offense for the team, averaging around 11.5 points a game.
And that's a tough one, but on those illegal screen calls, the defender's never going to get the benefit of the doubt.
Those are facts, man. I mean, if he's sliding his feet just a skosh, the refs are going to whistle him for it.
Catching up on the changes for Orlando. Biyombo checks in for Nikola Vukovich. And Jonathan Simmons subbed in for Elfrid Payton. And pushing it up, here's Los Angeles. And the whistle blows, so a chance here for a 3-point play.
Yeah, shaky defense there, giving up the bucket plus sending KCP to the line.
The Lakers have gone 3 for 3 at the line tonight. The Magic making a switch here. Free throw good from Caldwell Pope. There's the screen. It's Fournier on the wing. The basket good off the assist from Simmons. Fournier's got 6.
And quite honestly, Fournier just has a good basketball IQ, a high basketball IQ, knowing even before he gets the pass that he's got time and space to shoot.
It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of 3. Magic lead by 1. And we're coming back in just a moment. Get ready for the fourth quarter of action when we return. Now let's listen in to Frank Vogel's huddle.
And now we're a little shaky with our transition defense. We haven't gotten burned with it yet. Let's make sure on turnovers and missed shots, we're reacting and sprinting and finding the three-point line.
And a challenge for Frank Vogel's team, matching up defensively on the fast break. Doesn't want that to become an issue.
Yeah, it's something you just have to push yourself to do. Guys have to communicate when they're changing ends. Make sure they're covering all bases.
And we're set to start the action up here in the fourth quarter. And if it's anything like the first 3, we should be in for a treat. Down low, it's the athletic pair of Gordon and Biyombo. Simmons is out there with Evan Fournier, and it's Isaac in at the small forward position. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Magic.
And so far, this has got that feel of a game that could be back and forth all the way.
Yeah, not a lot of separation in this one, Greg. Both teams looking for that one big run to grab momentum.
Now here's Lopez, and it's Orlando with the rebound. Gordon's got his 3rd rebound on the night. Pass to Isaac, launches it. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Caldwell Pope kicks to Clarkson, and it's blocked. And now Isaac running the floor all by himself.
Man, I like Isaac's mobility. Love it. This guy gets down the floor extremely well. And he has a sense of where he should go to get a scoring opportunity, too.
Ingram setting a pick for Clarkson. Here's the screen. Here's Lopez. Lopez missing again.
And you can see why he might be off on some of his attempts, getting far fewer shots today than he's accustomed to. Just terrific determination. First, compiling the lead, and now building on it.
And that's what you want to do. I mean, you can't let the opposition off the hook here. I mean, you've got to keep adding to that lead.
Los Angeles calls timeout. They're trailing by 7. There's 42 seconds left in the fourth. And now we present our Jordan Player of the Game.
And I love that it's been a hard-charging performance. Jump shots have been kind of an afterthought. His main goal has been to attack the rim and put the D in some tough spots, and also finishing strong.
He's been playing in the past few games. I wasn't sure he'd even get meaningful minutes tonight, but he was a different player altogether. He really found something that worked for him. Here's what Orlando's going with right now. Vukovich, he's checked in for Biyombo. Ross comes in for Isaac, and it's Elfrid Payton in for Jonathan Simmons.
Oh, I love that about Lonzo Ball. When it's a big possession, he demands and commands the ball.
And an intentional foul right there.
Gentlemen, 2 shots. Loose shot.
He drops the first one, and that increases their lead to 6. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 7-point game.
Those foul shots put them that much more in the driver's seat.
6-second difference between shot and game clock. Caldwell Pope kicks the ball. Connects! And now they trail by just 4.
Absolutely no fear in this young fella. When the game is close, you want the ball in Ball's hands. Honestly, just doing what they have to in order to get the basketball back.
That's a good foul, though. I like that. I mean, clock management crucial at this time of the game.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
Good on the first, and that puts them up by 5. And so both free throws are good, and it's a 6-point ball game. Los Angeles calls timeout. They're trailing by 6. There's 18 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. What's your take, guys?
And they still got a little time to play with, so a 3 and a quick foul could make things interesting.
Yeah, but they need some help. They're going to need some help any way you look at it. I mean, they're hoping for some missed free throws at the other end.
And that's an intentional foul.
Two shots.
He doesn't hit the first, and that was the one they really wanted. He's got one more, though. And no good on the second free throw, so he goes 0 for 2 there. Kuzma passes the ball. Caldwell Pope dishes to Lopez. Here's Kuzma. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Magic will take it. And so it's Orlando winning this one. They didn't make it easy on themselves or their fans, but in the end, everyone's satisfied.
I mean, there were some times that momentum shifted, and especially early on, but let's give this group a lot of credit for that stick-to-itiveness in terms of finishing out and executing that game plan.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks, Kevin. With Elfrid Payton, bench was big tonight. How confident are you in their abilities?
Very confident. Those guys work on their games. They know that time's going to come, and then when the opportunity comes, they're ready for it. So I'm very confident in all my teammates.
Well, they had your back tonight, Elfrid. Thanks. Kevin, back to you.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. We'll see you next time.